That's the question. So while we're on the Bitcoin thing, like, do you think Bitcoin's bottoms in? Because I was going to say, like,
Yes.
when you had, so that if that's a yes.
Yes, 100%. I'm
Okay,
not
why?
with the Richard Hart 10K, and I've been outspoken about this. It's on my Twitter, which got deleted, but on my old
Yeah,
Twitter.
we're gonna show the Twitter's up next for the
Yeah,
show.
show
We
the
have the
Twitter,
Twitch.
yeah.
Twitter's up next.
No, I never thought, like, my thing. I have like my own ideas there. Like, I think when you're doing TA and when you're trying Fibonacci calculations, I think black swans are unforeseeable. So
Yeah.
for me, the real floor after the 65 or 69 double top, the real floor was 30K. And I always said Bitcoin would never go lower than 30K. But then the Terra Luna thing happened. Then the Celsius thing happened. Then what was the last one?
There were so many. FTX.
FTX, thank you. You see, so many. I'm already forgetting these. And then, so of course, when if these three entities, FTX and all of them, FTX was presented SBF as the wonder boy of crypto. You know,
The golden
outright criminals they are. So if these things these systems would still perform Celsius in them as advertised today, I don't think we would have gone below 30K. So to me, the real floor is 30K, and it's about time we get back to that with Bitcoin. But then you look at Richard, he made the 11 call, which is very brave, at 65K to say, okay, and he's also his explanation with the 85%, that all makes sense, but it got as low as 16K. I mean, that's good enough. So like for me, you know, that's a perfect call that he made. And I wouldn't have made that call because he may have foreseen these black swans like that. I didn't see that coming. So for me, definitely this is in unless we see another one of these, unless we see, like we just said, Binance going out of business, or, the Wall Street have a total catastrophe. The banks was already, a bit shaky. That could have triggered
the world.
Yeah, that could have triggered more drama, but they kind of were quick to, do deals and resolve that. So, yeah, I don't think I'm not a believer in this 11K thing. Also, Richard, you have to see, he's super smart, super brilliant, and we all love him, but he's also the perfect troll sometimes. Like, he doesn't want people, he wants people to stay in Hex, and he doesn't want Hexicans to trade on his Bitcoin calls or whatever. Because I remember when in 2021, when Hex had this crazy run up, then from June to September, before that, those first 6 months of the year, Hex didn't move at all. It was very much trending sideways, I think between 1 and 5 cents, while the rest of the market had the DeFi summer. Bitcoin shot up to 65K, Ethereum to 5K, and he wants people to stay in Hex. He doesn't want people to gamble on these other coins. That's why I think is also part that he sometimes is, I'm not saying he's fudding, but he doesn't speak positively about these other cryptos because it's his project here and he wants to protect what he has built.
Yeah. I
think that's my take on the Bitcoin.
No, it's a great take. And so you mentioned it is a very good take, and I agree. I think the bottom's in. And you said TA. Like, it's funny, I draw the lines and I do TA, but I totally don't believe in TA.
I do, but crypto is a manipulated market, and that's how I got to know it. And no matter how many triangles you draw,
exactly,
there's always a whale who can totally
where in the chart are you going to see that Terra Luna's about to lose its peg? There's nowhere. So that already deems TA unreliable. If you're also like, just a whale's personal financial situation, those things aren't baked into the chart, but it's fun. It's like astrology, Ben Cohen says dubiously speculate.
No, I think everybody in crypto should know how to read a chart, and I think it's important and to know some basic structures. But to 100%, place your trades there on some of these indicators, you must be really, really good to
or really, really bad.
And work with stop losses or whatever. But that's why we're in Hex, because if you're staked, you don't need to deal, need to deal with all that.
100%. So what I said, he gives the 85% measurement down, but that the last cycle it pumped a lot more. So it would be fair to say that it would be less of a dump.
That is why I'm saying the 30K, because we didn't have the blow off top as we always had in the previous cycle. So why should we have that capitulation bottom like that? So this has been a weird kind of Bitcoin move. It has never done that with a double top. It always had a blow off situation.
And also if there's news like Voyager bankruptcy and maybe Circle's bank going under and the price pumps, like, you're oversold, it's not good at getting any lower. We're at the point where like everyone in crypto is hardcore. Like it's already so fringe in the mainstream. Like who's going to dump?
So you see here, we're absolutely in the drags, so it can only go up. It can only go up.
We could always draw another rainbow.
But also in past cycles, you see that the halving is always in the blue. It's in the blue. It's in the blue. It's in the blue, and the top is in the red. Now we should right now be in the red. So this is like really weird. I think what's plausible is that we could see another, again, no financial advice. I'm looking at like a fake out to maybe 40, 50K, and then a return to the blue areas again for that halving. And then we start another massive run. That is kind of my idea about Bitcoin, but one can never really know for sure.
No, I like what you're saying, because people think that when you see the bottoms in, it means we're going all time. Like you could have a bottom and still have 50% corrections, 60, 70% corrections.
Yes.
The bottom's still in. So
yes. And even if it stays in that blue, it will not be lower than where we are today. So it might also be a gentle sideways, situation until the next halving. So it's definitely an interesting year to be in crypto. It's exciting to see what's happening.